Ladies and gentlemen, now just when you think you know how fast Global is moving, they decide to move even faster, man. I cannot believe they are dropping the Double Archangels Banner already. I remember doing kind of banner timeline estimates toward the end of November as to what was to come for the next like 3-4 months. And the thing is, this banner dropped and then like 3 weeks later, it was the one Escanor banner. So does that mean Escanor is now going to be like super fast tracked on Global and could potentially arrive toward the start of February? I think the answer to that is maybe. We don't know 100%. I feel like, you know, the tagline of the one Escanor and also the 1 year anniversary for Grand Cross is too good of an opportunity to pass up, but also Assault Melee could be a very worthy 1 year anniversary character as well. So I think it's really hard to tell exactly what Global are doing for the future banners, because there's quite a few they've skipped over as well. We had no 7% Commandment or Sins banner, there was no Green Eastern banner, no Halloween Shin or Roxy banner, and also the Red Fat King banner as well. Boys, we missed out on that one. So moving at a crazy speed. However, Sariel and Tarmiel are absolutely insane characters, man, and their banner was one of the best and most free-to-play friendly banners in the entire game, in my opinion. So they're both on a 0.5% drop rate, and hopefully they should be on Global. So that's kind of like standard new feature character. You've also got Ladociel on this banner as well, so if you get an SSR character on this banner, there's almost like half a chance that it's going to be one of the 3 Archangels there, which is really good. But also, as additional pity on this banner, if you get to 600 gems, you can either choose between Sariel and Tarmiel. Now, my advice for anybody summoning on this banner, I think this is a must summon banner for absolutely everybody, but if you are free to play and more budget, I would quit out of this banner as soon as you get one copy of Sariel. Like, that's all you really need, and you can potentially pick up like more copies on the Assault Mode Meliodas banner. So I'd suggest going in to get 1 copy of Sariel and then dipping out for the 1 Escanor and also Assault Melee, especially considering that the 1 Escanor again could come in like 3-4 weeks time. I don't know if it's going to be that quick, but that was like the timeline on the Japanese version, so I don't want to rule it out and say it's impossible, because like with the speed of Global, man, it is definitely possible that we could see Escanor like in the next 3-4 weeks, and that is like a very scary thing to think about. But Sariel is an absolute meta-dominating beast. There is so much damage output. He like massively buffs up the stats of Archangels as well. His base stats are absolutely phenomenal. There is so much tankiness and survivability that this guy brings to the table. And yeah, he's just like a really difficult character to kill. He hits like a friggin' truck. Like, gold cards on him can just like completely one-shot even the cleave, man, most green units in the game. So yeah, he's just an absolute beast for PvP, but also a very relevant character for a lot of PvE scenarios as well. Again, he's got so much single target damage output, but the great thing about both of the Archangels is even 1/6, they're very good characters. Neither of them need to be 6/6, but if you're a big old blubbery whale, the 6/6 is super valuable just for additional firepower and also the association value as well. This is because Sariel has a super overpowered grace ability, which basically allows you to ignore 50% of the enemy's critical defense whenever you land a crit. So this naturally applies to him as a character, which makes him like additionally valuable. But also, again, if you're running Lost Vein, you put him as the association, your Lost Vein's going to crit even harder then. So yeah, he's just a crazy broken character. But again, if you're free to play, having this 6/6 is going to be like a little bit out of reach if you also want the 1 Escanor and potentially Assault Meliodas as well. So my advice is, if you are free to play, you only want to go for 1 copy of Sariel on this banner. Again, there are going to be opportunities to get more copies in the future, but I think every player will want to try and make sure they get at least 1 copy of Sariel. Tarmiel is still very good, but I wouldn't say he's as meta-dominating in comparison to Sariel. Again, if you want to, you can go a little bit deeper to see if you can get a copy of him as well. Again, it is not a bad banner to summon on by any means. It's just like with the release rate of Global, you need to spend your gems like very carefully if you want to pick up all of the characters. But yeah, it's up to you like how you want to invest your resources. But again, I do recommend everybody summons on this banner, at least for 1 copy of Sariel there, but also for Tarmiel as well. Tarmiel has an amazing grace ability that again applies to him and also the character that he's linked with if he's used as an association. So when the hero takes damage on enemy's turn, recover health equal to 150% of defense at the start of ally's turn. So with Tarmiel, he's a bit of a weird one as well, because his ultimate and damage is actually based off his defense there. So you can see inflicts damage equal to 420% of defense on all enemies. So he's a character as well, just to keep in mind, you need to build like a full defense set for, and not standard like health or attack set there. And again, this is additionally valuable for his grace ability for him as an association. So the Archangels are coming, they're broken AF, and tomorrow we're going to be doing 1,800 gems on the banner, because I got a 6/6 both of them, man. It has to be done. So yeah, I'm very excited for live summons tomorrow, man. It's going to be a really, really good time. But also we got story chapter 15. There's going to be a Tower of Disaster event, so this isn't the standard like Tower of Trials. It's a much easier one, slightly less rewards in comparison, but still like really good for the time invested, at least from what I can remember there. But this one I think I just did on auto with like Estarossa and Lost Vein Meliodas, and it was just really, really easy to do. I think Pierce as well does work quite well for this tower, but again, we'll do a run through on global when it does go live tomorrow. Also on the Sariel Tarmeil banner, you get additional like 5-star awakened SSR life equipment when summoning, so again, that's another reason why it's a slightly more spicy banner to summon on as well. Again, chapter 15, so 30 more gems in the bag, which is always a really, really good time. Double banner, new tower, also Kamara and Malak are back. So we've literally just had this guy, what was it, like a week ago for 2 weeks, and he's already back, man. So yeah, that was an interesting choice of boss to bring back for this one, man. Again, we've like just farmed him for a couple of weeks, so yeah, he's back very, very quickly. But Kamara, it has been quite a while since we've seen this guy on global, so I'm interested to try some of the new characters against him. So in the Tower of Disaster event, there's Super Awakening coins, a full 6-star Awakening, UR stones, hammers, anvils, SSR pendants, so all very good there. Also via the bosses, you got more Super Awakening coins, hammers, engraving stones, SSR cosmetics for Barn and also Deanne there. So again, not really the most meta-relevant characters at the moment, but you know, it's useful for a few bits and bobs, and especially associations as well. There's also going to be special missions with I believe fairy tickets, so you want to save these up until what is it, all 3 of the Archangels are in that pool there. There's also a brand new Happy New Year reward dungeon, part 2. Is this a Super Awakening coin every single day? So this is the one where you fight the mushroom, and he's like level 10 and you just one-shot him. So if they're giving away a Super Awakening coin every single day for the next 2 weeks, man, that is really, really good. My free-to-play account is going to be loving that. And also SSR pendant. I think it is a Super Awakening coin every single day. Also, there's going to be another bingo event. I love bingo, man. Bingo is my favorite. So yeah, you got hammers, engraving stones, demon materials, like cosmetic enhancement upgrades. So yeah, I'm very happy to see another bingo event there. There's also going to be special battle event with 3-star gear selectors as well. So again, you want to make sure that you do this one. Those special battle events on the side actually have been getting better and better, so I ignored them for a certain period of time, but yeah, definitely keep an eye on them in the upcoming weeks as well. There's also a special Brawl Victory reward event, so if you're doing Brawl, you get additional rewards there. I'm curious to see how this one functions, but again, Super Awakening coins, SSR pendants, anvils, hammers, all that good stuff there. Also a gold spending event, which we love. There's more Super Awakening coins, SSR pendants part 2. Also, there's going to be King's Exchange shop returning. I think it's currently active at the moment. You can swap, I think it's SR pendants for SSR pendants, so the conversion on that is pretty nice if there's a few SSR characters you really want to upgrade there. Also, 2 times player rank experience event, deathmatch host reward times 2, increased enhanced rates on, what is it, XP potions on characters. There's also going to be Jericho's one-shot training defense. All the costumes are going to be on sale as well for what is it, Sariel and Tarmiel, so if you're whaling, you can buy those. Also costumes, I think that's for Lost Vein Meliodas, Goddess Liz, Festival King, and I think that's like Tank Deanne as well. So those costumes, man, I think are really good on JP. I didn't pick them up just because I'm trying not to spend as much money on JP in comparison to Global, but again, for even more CC and firepower, like these are going to be really, really good for a lot of spenders out there. UR engravings for Sariel and Tarmiel. Sever has also been buffed to give the triple crit chance, and also the damage values have been additionally buffed as well. So yeah, this affects quite a few characters: Tank Deanne, Slater, Blue Jericho, also what is it, Mono Hauser, and I forgot this guy's name. I think it's Simon. Yeah, sorry about that, I was going blank for a second there. And also you've got a buff to Arthur's ultimate, so this is really good for the red SSR and the blue one as well. And also what is it, SR Story Meliodas gets a nice buff, and also Twigo gets a nice buff as well on his AoE ult, which is really good. And yeah, that's pretty much it for tomorrow's patch. So again, in terms of like stuff that's coming and the amount of rewards available via all of the side events, I think there's going to be a lot to do and a lot to get your hands on. So yeah, I'm really excited for tomorrow's update, man. Last Tuesday was such a dead week in comparison, but I'm also a little bit nervous that they're moving like much faster than my already like fast predictions for how Global was going to pace stuff. So yeah, we could potentially see the 1 Escanor again in about 3 to 4 weeks if they keep up this pace, but also it does depend on whether or not there's going to be this Stranger Things collaboration and whether or not that's going to be coming to Global before the 1 Escanor. So yeah, that could push everything back, and I really hope it does, because again, Global is just moving like so much faster than I initially anticipated, and this is definitely like making me think very hard about exactly what I want to summon on the free-to-play account, because the 1 Escanor is the must-summon banner, but I would say this is probably the number 2 banner, and then Assault Melee is number 3 banner, at least in my opinion. But again, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to get Sariel, you know, without committing to the full 600 gems on this banner. But worst case scenario, you can pick up a guaranteed copy at 600 gems, and he's well worth it in my opinion. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on tomorrow's update. And if you did enjoy today's news video, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.